everyone. So I have a little video here that I want to talk about. I asked on Instagram if anybody would want to see this video, and mostly everybody said yes. There was like one person who said no, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So this video is going to be about Baker, her kit, which is Coco by Natalie Blick. It is a ball jointed kit. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what a ball jointed kit is, and I also wanted to show how to like kind of pose ball jointed kits, because they are a little tricky to try to pose and get just the right way. So this is all about Baker today. I'm going to undress her for the posing video, for the posing part of this video. For right now though, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple different slides and voicing over to tell you guys a little bit more about her kit and what she looks like, because I wasn't going to take her apart and show you guys. It would just be so much easier to go ahead and do a voiceover and show you guys everything about her kit and about other kits that are like her. So let's get to it. Hi. Okay, so what is a ball jointed kit? A ball jointed kit is a kit that is usually held together by connectors, and their limbs are usually ball-like on the ends. This is Baker's kit, unpainted and unassembled, and if you can tell, she does have ball joints. Her arms and her legs have ball endings, so where they kind of smooth out into like the shape of a ball. Her torso has it to where these balls can fit correctly. Her head has a opening like her leg does for her neck to connect. So these dolls are usually held together by connectors on the inside of their body that hold them tight. And I'm going to be showing you guys what the connectors look like, because a lot of people probably don't know what the connectors to these dolls look like, and I want you guys to know everything about these dolls. So these are the connectors that usually come with Baker or any kit that's usually ball jointed. So you have the arm connector, the leg connector, the head connector, and then the tool to help you. Some dolls do not have all of these connectors. Some of them are half connected and stuff like that, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if you do not have that special tool, I will say that special tool helps you put this doll together so much. Oh goodness, y'all don't even understand. This doll is difficult to put together, but yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the different kits that are ball jointed. This is Gus by Tina Cooey. He is ball jointed, but he's only ball jointed for the upper torso and his arms and his head, of course. So as you can see right from this photo, he is ball jointed from the head down to the torso, and then he is regular cloth body at the end of him. This is Victoria by Sheila Michael. She has a twin brother, but they are both connected with connectors and ball jointed. Their limbs can fit onto a regular vinyl cloth body, but her head cannot. So it's a little tricky to try to get it. Next, I'm going to be talking about two of Reba Chic's toddlers that she has that are just like Gus by Tina Cooey, who are upper torsoed, ball jointed. I actually have a photo that will be coming up next to show you guys what their upper torso looks like and what their arms and stuff look like for the ball joints, because they are a little different than Baker, because they only have the upper torso that is ball jointed. Sorry. So this is their upper torso. You can see they only have a head connector and a arm connector, because that's the only part of them that is ball jointed, and then they have a regular cloth bottom torso, and legs are just regular vinyl legs. So those are all the kits that I know that have ball joints. I'm pretty sure there are more, but I'm not really sure. That's about all my knowledge on these kits. I hope that helps you guys. On to the posing. For the posing, I usually have a boppy of some kind. So this is the boppy I have. It's a full boppy. They have different types of boppies. They have this boppy, and then they have the circular boppy. There's a bunch of boppies you can get, but this is the one that I like to use for her. And then I usually cover it with a neutral background that I want to use. It doesn't have to be neutral. Today I'm using my little furry white blanket. Sometimes I'll use this Monsters Inc. blanket, or I'll do a little cookies and milk backdrop. It just depends on your preference. You can do whatever kind of backdrop you want. But today, for the sole purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do this backdrop, blanket, just so it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to set up the camera, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started to show you guys the poses that I do. Alright, so here's Baker in all her beautiful glory. So you guys heard all the stuff about the ball jointed kits and how, you know, they work. They have connectors inside. So the connectors is what makes it kind of difficult to pose her. So that's the only part of her that I don't like, is that it's kind of hard to pose her. So I have to make sure I pose her in a way that she looks natural, like a baby. Of course, like you always want to make sure your reborn looks natural. So how I pose her, these are just, I only have a couple poses that I usually do of her. So there's just the, you know, the regular baby pose where their arms head to the side, arms are up, you know. And then, so that's that pose. I'm going to pull the camera up and show you guys what it looks like from above. So there's just this little natural pose, of course, so, you know, arms up, she looks really natural, everything. Okay, so there's that pose that I usually do. It's like one of the big poses I do. I'm sorry, my phone's like, okay, so that's one of the poses I do. And then sometimes I do it like I kind of sit her to where it looks like she's kind of kicking her legs up, and maybe her arms are kind of up too. So it kind of looks like she's kicking hers like that. And you can kind of, sometimes you can move her, like her head does move a little bit. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. I'll show you in a second how to move her head. But so this is from above. You can kind of see how cute that looks from above. All right, hold on. And then her, like I said, you can move her head however you wanted to. Her head kind of does have a little range of motion, but not too big of a range of motion. So you could do it like that. You can do it kind of, sort of to the up way, but it kind of has a really low range of motion. So then there's, this one is a little tricky, but this is the one that one of the ones that I like to do, depending on if I can get her to look super natural. So you can do like where she's on her side, and her legs are kind of, there we go, that's better. The only problem is that this arm kind of just is always in the way. So this arm kind of is weird because it doesn't lay like how I want it to lay. But I get it about as well as I can. So this is what this looks like from above. Her feet are both flat. Her arm, like I said, this arm's kind of hard. Her arms are really hard to move most of the time. But as long as you, sorry about that. Camera trying to fall over. As long as you try to position her, like I said, in a way, try to position them in a way where it looks semi-natural. Like it is super hard because like her limbs don't do what they're supposed to do. Like I wish I could completely put this down and make it do like this, but it can't because those connectors make her super tight. I do like to do some on her back. I usually keep this arm down. I'll turn her head. I'll put this arm up, and then I'll just kind of lay her on her belly the way she looks kind of like that. And she looks, this is really natural to me. Like she doesn't look too crazy and stuff. And then from above, this is what it looks like. Like she just looks like her, especially with her leg kind of. So this arm, I always lay it underneath during this pose, because if I put it up, it's like she kind of is kind of too stiff. So I usually only put this arm to where it looks like she's kind of sucking her thumb almost, or at least trying to suck her thumb. So yeah. And then you can just do, just arms up, where she's kind of just throwing her arms up like that. Okay. Their arms up where it's just her arms like that. Like I said, her head is kind of hard to position, so you can do it to where she's like this. You can put her arms up, make it look like she's just kicking her feet up. This kit is kind of hard to pose, but I really love her, and I really do love posing her in some ways. But that's about all the poses that I can really do with her. There's not really much you can do with this kit. Because of the connectors inside of her body, it's hard to maneuver her the way that you want to maneuver her. You really have to be gentle because the connectors make her body super tight, and they make it super difficult to do anything. But she's a super cute kit, and I would always recommend this kit no matter what, just because of how cute she is and just how pretty she is. So yep, 10/10 would recommend this kit. I know a lot of people always ask questions about her. That's why I wanted to go ahead and do this video. I hope these answered some of your questions about her, especially like the informative part of the like what a ball jointed baby was and stuff. I hope you guys got a little bit informed. Thank you guys for watching. Look out for my next video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.